Hello, and welcome to another edition of Monkeys and TVs. This time it's not a review, it's a waffle. An answer to the original question, or the original topic brought up by Professor Moriarty X. Skullgrims, I think Skullgrims had a go. Fallen 835. Vigadeath. I look at yours today, bro. Cool. But it's really emphasising on what Fallen 835 said. Hi, by the way. What's been said before, I'm not going to echo it. All the other guys' videos, if you haven't seen them, see them. You know, they know what they're talking about. TW Pikachu actually had a really good, constructive way of explaining why things happen, which is a really good way of pointing it out. Big shout out to you, mate. But the point that imagine they're there and I'm behind them going, yeah, totally agree with everything that they've said. There's another point that I'd like to make out on the Transformers in general, but I'd like to use others as an example. Those of you my age remember when G1 came out, the cartoon came out. It was on Wackaday, Timmy Mallet, and it'd be like, apart from the pilot, the first on the Monday, it was like, I think it was the first Saturday it was out on. They showed the pilot, and it was like half of the first episode, or maybe a third of the first episode was shown, and after that, it was shown in 5-minute segments. The way that it works these days, and Hasbro and Takara, well, especially Hasbro were the first ones to actually figure it out. Or actually, no, it wasn't. It was George Lucas who figured it out. You can make a lot of money with TV, film, using that as a media to promote stuff. So you have a show. It goes out. Kids are well into it. They're talking about it at school, things like that. Suddenly, toys are coming out. It's the best thing. This is why Transformers did really well. But when a TV show, when a channel like ITV get these shows, they buy them from from the source. And so they only have so much, so they spreaded it out. Spread it. Okay, I'll go with that. They spread it out over so many. So like one episode would cover a week. So during the summer, when Wackaday was on every day, you'd see from Monday to Friday, you'd see an episode of Transformers in 5-minute segments, and which was all well and good, and kept us like, oh, we want to see more, which is fine. But they didn't. They could have gone further with that, but they didn't, and that's probably what was the downfall of the Transformers. But what I'm trying to get at is, you make a good show, and then you have that's basically an idea to sell toys for that show. For instance, Turtles or Transformers. You are going to make a killing if that show is doing really well. Okay, the A-Team have tried it. I had Hannibal once, till this lad from school nicked him. You know, there's toys that were made on TV shows. They were all did it way back in the 70s. $6 Million Man with his little. You could look through the back of his eye, through his eye and stuff, and it's all based on TV shows. And if the show does really well, the toys will sell. If you have a TV show that is really good, but you haven't bought enough, and you spread it out, it might kill it. The point I'm getting at, shows like TV programs, TV channels like Cartoon Network buy these shows, and which is all well and good, but the real channels that really need to get it are the terrestrial channels, BBC One, ITV, Channel 5. Those channels need to be getting it because more people have got that. Everyone in the country has got access to BBC One and the main 5 channels, basically. Not everyone has the shows that are on Sky, so and Virgin and that. So if everyone, say BBC, bought Transformers Prime and aired that out every week, Transformers Prime would do better, as an example. And maybe Hasbro would keep an eye on the actual airtime that we're putting across and how many viewers are seeing it. They might think, maybe we should send it off. It is not just the sales of a toy, but it's also the shows that are based on. They're a multimedia thing now. They've got the hub based on I think it's a Discovery Channel over in the States. So they're not looking at just the sales of the toys, but looking at the media, the comics, the books, the TV shows. They're looking at it all and going, no, it doesn't quite add up. So I think it's the fact that the main channels. I haven't seen children's BBC in ages, the CITV. Last time I saw CITV, Matthew, what's his face, used to be on that impersonating show. He wants to impersonate singers. I can't even remember. Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be whatever. Tom Jones. I can't remember his name. Matthew somebody. I can't remember. Never mind. That was the last time I saw it, when he was presenting CITV. So when it first came out, and BBC, I think it was Philip Schofield and that. So a long time ago. But the most things that I see that do really well, things like Ben 10, I've noticed. Like my grandson, he's 8 now, he's Ben 10 mad. And that's because of the shows. Now he's got Sky at home. So he's got access to that show. But all the kids at school have got Ben 10 and things like that. And I'm sure another year or whatever, it'll go on to something else. But, that's the kind of stuff that they're into, and because of the shows. So if the terrestrial, I don't know if like I said, or the point I was getting at with the terrestrial TV shows like BBC, I haven't seen them for a long time, but I have noticed that most of their shows that I have noticed, they're all homegrown dramas, sci-fis, things like that. They're all stuff that they've done. Grange Hill that's gone on for years. I don't know if that's still going. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong, but shows mostly homegrown here. They did Yu-Gi-Oh! I think years back, and Pokemon. Pokemon was massive, but there was a TV show that was on every week, and it was on ITV, and it was on Saturday mornings or whenever it was. I noticed it, so that's why Pokemon did well. It was a game. It's not a toy. Yeah, you could get some toys and maybe some soft toys. I don't know. But the whole point was the games were the main feature that they were selling. But they had this show based on it that everyone watched, and it was massive. Even I noticed it. So, yeah, there's a proof there. You put a show on regularly that kids like, they will buy everything. That's what that show is based on, or what it's based on. Turtles. I mentioned it before. Turtles. I think the original film, the movie, if memory serves me correctly, came out first. But here, UK, the cartoon came first, and that's when the BBC took it and showed it and aired it. I think it was made actually over in Ireland, if memory serves me correctly. And so it was made over there, and it was shown here, and it was massive. It was huge. Then the film came out. Well, every man and his dog bought a pirate copy, didn't they? And watched Michelangelo spinning that nunchuck in the original film. At the end of the day, that stuff that sold like hotcakes. Everyone wanted the Turtles and all the other toys, Shredder and all that. There's just anything. Bikes with Turtles logo on it, cuddly toys, comics, books, tapes, all kinds of stuff. George Lucas was a genius when going through other stuff as well. Star Wars. George Lucas went, yeah, okay, don't pay me so much, just give me the rights to the actual the rights to the Star Wars, and so he was able to make deals with Kenner and sell toys. He made his money through that, and it just goes to show, you make something on TV or in film that's really good, people, kids will want a piece of that, and through toys, I mean, so I'm just putting another perspective on it. It's not just, don't blame Hasbro or Takara, and don't for what they've done. It's what I'm not blaming. It's not one thing. It's a lot of things, but one of the factors they'd be looking at is viewers on their shows. If Transformers Prime is only getting 300,000 viewers, it's not worth their trouble. If we're getting 3 million viewers, then they're going to go, hang on, over in the UK, 3 million viewers watching Transformers Prime. I think we should take some stock over there. We're going to sell it. I might be wrong. You know what? I'm not an expert. You know, my definition of an expert is X, as in has been, and spurt, a small ejaculation. So, you know, that's as far as I know. You know, I could be completely wrong. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there that are far more intelligent than I am and probably know a lot more than I am. I'm just putting out my 2 pennies worth. But that's the way I see it. I'm guessing it's something like that. But there was another example. Fallen 385 mentioned about Batman. Fantastic. I love Batman. I've got seasons 1 and 2, mate. And it was a couple of years ago. I bought a Blu-ray player, and I went online. I've not just got any old Blu-ray player. Oh no. This Blu-ray player I got offline, and it does. I think this is Area B or Area C in the Blu-ray region type thing, zone thing. They call it something different. And in DVD, you have regions 1 to I think it's 5, and then with Blu-ray, it's like Area A to C or something. And we're in one of them, and America is another one. But anyway, I got this area's Blu-ray, but the DVD is all region. And for that reason, because I couldn't get shows over here that I wanted to get season 3 and 4 of Batman. I believe it's the New Adventures of Batman. I think it's called. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That the new version of Masters of the Universe. I love that. That's some cool shit. So I got some of that, and what else did I get? What else do I want to get? I want to get Young Justice. I've been watching some of that. They're rerunning it over and over again, the first 14 episodes on, I think it's Cartoon Network or one of those channels, I think. And, you know, and I'm like, I want to see more. Let's go, you know. So I want to go and get that. I want to go and I got Transformers Prime, the first season, and that's the States one. So I've got Region 1 DVD, but I can watch it. It's great, and it's awesome. I'll pay the customs if it goes overpriced. That's fine, no problem. I'll pay a little bit more. I am one of those guys who will pay a little bit more. I got the first edition Bulkhead in Optimus Prime. I did pay a lot. It was through eBay as well. Oof. But looking at them, even the wife goes, they're cool. You know, Bulkhead's one of her favourites. You know, she appreciates what I like. She sees the videos, all you guys. She gets it. Yeah, Justice League. I bought the whole Justice League show. I love that show, and I bought that again, Region 1. So I think, yeah, okay, you know, you got these companies, they're not selling over here. All right, if you really want them, go and buy them. It's up to you. It's your decision. Some people who want to pay more like me, do so. I'm not doing it as a brag. I'm not doing this as bragging. I'm just saying I like it and I want it. I'm not going to wait on my ass for someone to get the finger out and bring the shows over here. To quite honest, I don't think they are. You know, Cartoon Network's brought out a few cartoons of Young Justice. They brought most of season 1 Transformers Prime, but not all of them. But I don't think they'll get any more. They may get season 2 of Transformers Prime. I don't know. But yeah, everything that Fallen 385 said about the shows, I totally agree with that. I'm like, behind him with that one. But yeah, it's a shit state of affairs, to be honest. You know, America, Japan, and us in Europe as a whole that they look at, and they think that Europe is not going to buy a lot of the stuff, so that's why they don't send it. But that's my 5 pennies worth. Take it or leave it. That's fine, you know, cool. I think that's everything. Yeah. So this is Monkey wishing you a fond farewell and a good night.